Hi everyone, and I hope you all are doing well. My name is Karolina, and I typically post videos on luxury and contemporary handbags and SLGs. So if that is something you are interested in, I hope you consider subscribing. For those of you that are returning viewers, subscribers, friends, welcome back. I'm so happy that you decided to tune into another video. And so is our special guest Marcel for today's video. And for those of you that are new, welcome. I hope this is the kind of content you enjoy, and if you do, hopefully you decide to stick around. So with that, let's get into today's video. Alright, so in today's video I wanted to do a quick what is in my bag featuring the Juliet 38 in the honey brown color that I recently picked up. Thank you for those of you that mentioned in the unboxing and reveal of this bag that Macy's was having a sale. Thankfully, a bunch of you were able to pick this bag up at a steal of a price, which is fabulous. I hope you guys enjoy the bag. Those of you that did get to pick this bag up for $297, I believe it was. So congrats to you all that were able to, and thank you to the ones that left the comment and letting everybody know. But I also wanted to do kind of a quick unboxing before we start into the what is in my bag portion. Okay, so I did pick up a little goodie from Coach online, and I did pick one up for both myself and my mom, and when I unbox this you will probably know why if you are a returning friend and subscriber and viewer. So let's jump right into it. So this is my first time getting the box that is magnetic, and if you guys hear Marcel, you already know the deal. So it came packaged. I did request special packaging for this, both for mine and for my mom's, because my mom's I did end up picking it up as one of her gifts for Mother's Day. So it opens up like this, and let's open this up. Okay, so you probably know it is a charm, so it does come in a little dust bag, and here are the Coach tags. So let me unwrap this and show you guys what I picked up. Okay, so I went ahead and unwrapped everything, and if you guys hear noise outside, my neighbor decided to mow his lawn right at this moment, so I apologize about any background noise. But the item that I picked up for me and for my mom was the Coach strawberry charm. I think this is absolutely adorable. I'm so happy that I was able to pick this up for both her and I. Last Father's Day, me and my mom took my dad strawberry picking, and it was just such a special, and you know, at this moment it's bittersweet because obviously he's no longer around, but now strawberries are obviously very sentimental to us. So when I saw the strawberry charm, I just knew I had to get it for both me and for my mom. So that is the item that I picked up from Coach. So now let's get into the what is in my bag portion. Okay, so I have my bag right over here in my lap, and let's get started. So starting off on the exterior, I do have the hang tag as well as the Gal's Guide Be Happy Charm Again, this is from Alyssa here on YouTube from her shop. This is such an adorable little charm, and I figured this would be perfect for the honey brown bag. So I do have this charm on this bag, as well as my standard, I call it my Louie charm because of my dog Louie that passed away, but this is from Mulberry. Unfortunately, these have been sold out, so if you do have a French Bulldog, I'm not sure if they're gonna restock it or not. I have been looking on the website because they do also have a cat that I wanted to get, but both of those are sold out, unfortunately. But that is what I have decorated on the exterior of my bag. So let's now move inside. Okay, so this bag is absolutely a bottomless pit. However, it is so comfortable to wear. The leather is so smushy and slouchy, and I absolutely love it. The only con, there's only one con with this bag that I will say, and that is this strap. It is comfortable on the shoulder. It is perfect overall, but when you go to lay the bag down and you want to go, like, let's say if my bag was zipped, as you could see, this kind of falls right in line with where the zipper is. So when you go to open the bag, sometimes this does get in the way, but not a big deal. Obviously, you could just move it and still get into the bag. So moving on, this is what my bag looks like. It is absolutely stuffed. I do actually have a Zoomoni organizer in here. They do not make organizers for this bag that I'm aware of. This is actually an organizer I had for my YSL Rive Gauche bag when I had it. This was way before I started YouTube, and it doesn't fit perfectly. I'll show you guys once everything is out, but it works. It does the job. It doesn't cause any kind of like indentations on the exterior, so I'm fine with it, and it works for me. It gives me organization inside my bag. So that is just that. So if you are interested, I will link this specific organizer down below. But again, this is meant for the Rive Gauche tote from Saint Laurent. So this is not for the Coach Juliet. I do not know why I just blanked out. But let's get into what is in my bag. Okay, starting off at the top, in no particular order, I have 2 sets of press-on nails. I was at TJ Maxx shopping with my mom. We were having a girls' day. I am helping her redo her garden, so we've been going and looking for new like pots to put plants in and stuff like that. So we were at TJ Maxx, and of course, you guys know me, I love my press-on nails, and the newest press-on nails that I've been absolutely addicted to, they are just as good in my opinion as Glamnetic, and they are sold at Marshall's and TJ Maxx at a discount that I'm aware of. I don't know of any other stores, but those are the ones where I personally buy it. And these are called Nail Reformation. So I got these little floral ones, and these are also Nail Reformation. I know I did get some compliments on my nails, which thank you very much. All of my nails that you ever see are always press sounds. Usually they're Glamnetic, but in recent videos they have been this brand. So the next set is these cute ones with bumblebees on them. So I figured I would pick them up, and they were at a discount for $10.99, and I think they usually retail on the Nail Reformation website for about $20, I think. I'm not 100% sure because, again, I don't buy them off of the website. I buy them at TJ Maxx or Marshall's. So moving right along in the center compartment. Also something from TJ Maxx, but something that my mom gifted for me just because, was a little nail set, whatever these things are called. I think it's a nail set, like nail clippers, scissors, and all that. I am blanking right now on what it is called, but it is absolutely adorable because it has all of these little French bulldogs. So I greatly appreciate that from my mom. So that is the next item. Moving right along, I have one of those Zoomoni pouches, and in here I have some feminine products. Let's keep on going. Then I do have my Coach Outlet floral corner zip pouch, and in here I just have been housing my picture frame holders, just so that they're not, you know, this is a huge bag, so I don't want them like getting disheveled all over the place. Moving right along, I do have my Louis Vuitton cosmetic pouch, and you guys, if you're not new, you know this. I have my mints, lip gloss, hand sanitizer, hand cream, Advil, a mirror, my pills that I need, anything like that I keep in this pouch right here. Okay, moving right along, I do have my Louis Vuitton mini pochette. As mentioned before, this is something that I have all the time in my bigger bags, but not something I always reach for. I do have this as an emergency kit. It has some makeup and all that kind of stuff, but I don't always need this, so it's not really necessary in my bag, but it makes me feel better when it is in my bag. Okay, moving right along, I have this little Louis Vuitton dust bag, which has my AirPods, a charging cable, a little cheap charging block that, you know, doesn't work that well, but just in case I'm in a pinch and I need to charge my phone a little bit, it does the job, as well as wired headphones. Okay, and I do also have Macy's receipt right over here. So that was everything in the main compartment of the bag. So I will move on to the side pockets of the organizer. So I do have in two pockets my Louis Vuitton folding jewelry cases. If you're not new, you'll know one houses my dog's ashes and one houses my dad's necklace. So that is that. I have a cuticle oil for my nails. This was something off of Amazon. It's by the brand Sutherland. I'm not sure. I did get this from a good friend and coworker of mine, so I appreciate that. Moving along to the other pocket, I have two perfumes. These are the Gucci Flora Magnolia and the Gardenia. And then I have my dad's cologne, which, again, not new to anybody that is a returning viewer or subscriber. You'll know I always keep that. Going right along into the back pocket, I have my car keys as well as my skinny mini ID wallet from Coach Outlet that matches the corner zip pouch. I absolutely love this floral print. And in here I just have some keys, and some extra cards such as, you know, my insurance and stuff like that. So that is the next item. Oh, moving right along, I do have a prayer card for one of my dear friends. Her father passed away. This was years ago in 2022, I believe. Yes. But I recently saw her and she gave me the card. So since she is a good friend of mine and I have met her dad in the past, I decided to keep it in my purse. So moving right along. See, okay, I have 2 items here in this one pocket. So here is my little notebook. This is from the multicolor line. Again, I got this pre-loved at a huge discounted price. I really lucked out on this piece because Fashion File had it for way overpriced than this, but it had the address book and all of that. So this was a perfect purchase, and again, I converted it to a little mini notebook, so that's always handy to have. Moving right along, I do in my dust bag, again, as I mentioned before in one of my other videos, I do keep any of my lighter color, multicolor prints in a dust bag just because I don't want them getting damaged, or, you know, just because it's a lighter print. So this is actually a business card holder. Again, this was something I purchased, I believe it was from The Real if I'm not mistaken, at a insane price that I could not pass up. And the reason for that was because it was hot stamped, but I do not mind because, again, the L for me stands for Louis, and the P, if that will focus, the P, if you guys know my little Siamese mix kitten cat, I always call him a kitten. In my eyes, he's always going to be a kitten, but his original adoptive name was Pinky, and my husband on occasion still calls him Pinky, even though his name is now Boo. But he was best friends with Louis, so I didn't mind the fact that this was heat stamped, because for me, that's what the heat stamp symbolizes, even though for someone else who originally had this, I'm sure this was their initials. I do have my debit card, which should be in my wallet, so let me put that right back in here. And then the last, I believe, the last item that I have clipped is my work badge. And that is everything. Oh, no, I do have a Lowe's receipt. Again, like I said, I've been helping my mom with the yard, so I have a receipt because we did get her one of those like cedar trees, so I have it just in case anything happens with the tree or anything like that. So that is everything inside the bag. Again, I do have the organizer. As you can see, there are little spaces on the side here. That is because, again, this is for the Rive Gauche tote. I believe it was the smaller size. So here is what my organizer looks like. Again, I purchased this from Zoomoni, and for me it fits perfectly. So if you guys are interested, I'll definitely link this down below for you guys. But I just like it because it has the 2 pockets on the side, which I put the folding jewelry cases. In here, there is a slot which I put the perfumes. On this side, one of the pockets I use for my skinny mini ID case with my car keys, and then in the other pocket I put in my wallet as well as that little notebook, and then in this little slot right here I put in my cuticle oil, and then everything else goes right into this main compartment. There are no exterior pockets on the side, which you typically prefer no exterior pockets on the side because I feel like those make the bag look a little bit more bulgy. But all in all, I have to say this has been a very floppy bag, but a great bag nonetheless. I absolutely love this bag so far. I am so happy that I decided to go with this bag versus the Brooklyn 39, because when I did go to Macy's the other day, I did see the Brooklyn 39, and if I'm being honest, compared to this, it was just way too big for me personally. And I do love that this has the zipper pocket and it is so slouch. So hopefully this video was informative for you guys if you do have your eye on the Juliet in the size 38. Like I said, I never really looked into it until I saw it on sale at Macy's. I believe Macy's is now sold out after having that amazing price. I think Dillard's might still have it at like $3.71 if I'm not mistaken. And one other department store I think has it on sale in the honey brown. If that is still correct, I will link them down below for you guys. And if I do see it pop up again for the $2.97 price, I will do like a community post for you guys. This way, if you are interested, you could get this bag for the sale price. But that is everything that I'm able to fit in this bag. Let me quickly show you guys if a laptop fits, because I do have my old laptop. So let me grab that and show you guys. So this is an old laptop. I honestly don't even think it works anymore. I should probably get a new one or get it fixed or something. But it is, I believe, a MacBook 15 Pro, I think. I will leave the details down below. Again, this is a very, very old laptop, so I will have to leave everything down below for you guys. But just for purposes of showing you guys if this fits in the bag, let's see. This might be a little too big, so let us find out together. Actually, I'm pretty surprised it fits into the bag, no problem. You do have to kind of like put it in a little bit to the side, but it does fit, and you still have a bunch of room in the bag, as you could see. So it does fit a laptop. Again, I will put the dimensions of this specific laptop down below for you guys. But yeah, so if you need to carry your laptop, you could definitely do that. So that is great to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I might be doing another video right after this because I do obviously work a full-time job, so getting videos out is very hard for me recently because I'm helping my mom every weekend with yard work and stuff like that. So if I'm in the same outfit in the next video, I apologize. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I'm sure you're not here to see me, but you're here to see the bags that I'm showing or reviewing or unboxing. So thank you guys so much for watching.